What is up, YouTube? Okay, Breaker Mighty here with Bye Bye 2024. Hello 2025. I'm saying goodbye to 2024. I'm just basically going to recap what's been going on. Um, and I'm going to today in this video, I'm going to be talking about music of 2024. Yes, okay. So right off the bat, I'm going to just only talk about like mainstream popular music. I know, throw tomatoes at me, whatever. I'm not gonna do any heavy metal, techno, punk, like none of that, or deep R&B. Although I could get into that a little bit more. But anyway, I'm only talking about mainstream pop, off the what everyone's talking about. I guess I don't know. But this is a Breaker My channel. This is a Smiler channel. I don't know if you know that. I have posted probably like 4 videos about Miley Cyrus on this channel, and I'm just gonna get her out of the way right off the top because I'm really excited. She's coming out with new music in 2025, so we're gonna leave 2024 behind and welcome in this new music. But I do want to give like a little like period recap on what happened with Miley Cyrus in 2024. She had the Larry King My Next Guest Is interview. That is very interesting. If I have to recommend anything, watch that. But really, the Grammys is the cherry on top of everything. Like the fruits of her labor of 2023 with Flowers and Endless Summer Vacation, it culminated into the Grammys. And that's so, oh my god. The performance burned in my brain. Like, started to cry, then remembered, I just won my first Grammy. And then she's like dancing, dancing. I'm obsessed with that. Also, it's burned in my brain. I'll just be driving to work, driving home, at work. I'd be literally anywhere in the bathroom, taking a shit in the bathroom. Um, and I'll just be like, started to cry, then remembered, I just won my first Grammy. Like, it'll just be in my head. Also, this dress, obsessed with the red carpet look. This is like 3,000 safety pins or some shit like that. Amazing. And the performance look, oh my god. Tina Turner, woo, Cher, woo. Like, it's like very flashy, showgirl. And then she did I Love You Better, Can Love Me Better, Can Love Me Better, baby. I just love it. I could literally look at this dress all day. Love her so much. And so okay, other Miley Cyrus, she came out with Doctor. Now I'm a big smiler. I know all of her. Get out of there, Bubbles. There's nothing in there anyway. Um, I'm a huge like unreleased fan, so I know about the Doctor demo, like the Pharrell Williams "I Could Be a Doctor." They updated it, new vocals, new, cleaner production. I think they like did something different with the bridge, but it was really good. It was non-essential in my opinion. I thought it was going to contribute towards the Pharrell album. Like he was going to come out with his own new album, and he's like, "Oh, I dug this out. I figured it would fit really good with my new album." That would make a lot more sense. I don't know, did he come out with an album? I'm gonna Google that really quick. But also, huge news from Miley Cyrus. She's friends with Beyonce. Beyonce, I'm a Beehiver as well. I'm a huger Smiler because I have a tattoo, but huge Beyonce fan. Pharrell. I'll look him up real quick. Oh, yeah, the Piece by Piece thing. Oh, yeah, he didn't come out with the new album. He came out with the movie. That wasn't even in it. I didn't watch that. If she's not in that, and I don't think she would be, because I follow Miley Cyrus accounts, and they would tell me. Never mind. Um, we're not gonna get into that. Bubbles, I'm filming a video. Oh my gosh. So leading into that, she became a Beyonce friend. Her and Beyonce are friends now. Beyonce's making a cowboy, no, a country album, and she was looking for country artists. So I'm so glad she grabbed Miley Cyrus because Miley Cyrus wrote Two Most Wanted. Okay, if anything, you gotta listen to Two Most Wanted. Why haven't you heard it yet? Anyway, Two Most Wanted was probably the greatest thing ever. I listened to it It came out, and I had to go to work, and I didn't get to listen to the album as it dropped because I was like, I have to go to work. I'll listen to it after work. But I saw that Miley Cyrus was on there, and I was like, fuck, I have to listen to it. So I listened to it on my break. Ugh, I loved it so much. I feel like they made that song for me as a fan of both of them. You know what I mean? So that's just huge Miley Cyrus stuff going on this year. All right, done with Miley Cyrus talk. We're going back to Beyonce. She came out with a country album. What the fuck? I love listening to albums like start to finish narratively, like with the first track to the last track, and then I dissect to the narrative to all the songs. Like I love that. This album, I was just blown away first listen. First listen, I'm blown away. She kind of lost me a little bit towards the end, but she got me right back. Uh, I'm obsessed with this one, Cowboy Carter. She didn't go on tour, but I did watch the Christmas Day live stream halftime show on Netflix live, and then I like scrolled back to watch it again, and like hours later they just posted online. But I'm obsessed with Cowboy Carter. I love Cowboy Carter. I liked Texas Hold'em. That's a good song. But there's so many other good songs on that album specifically, especially Two Most Wanted. I already mentioned that. Um, I'm not gonna deep dive on an album, but just go listen to it. I love every track. 16 Carriage is really good too. That was one of the best singles that she put out, and not enough credit or love for it, I think I should say. All right, that was Beyonce. So this summer was Pop Girl Summer, and I'll go talk about some other pop girls. But there's three pop girls in general I would like to hit on and dive a little deeper on. So Charli XCX. I grew up with Charli XCX. Boom, like Vroom Vroom. I love Vroom Vroom. I love Boom. Like I was a fan since what was I guess Fancy, but like a little bit after that. Oh, I love it. What the fuck? Why aren't you guys singing the song? This song was big in Germany. What the fuck are you doing? I love it. Like I love that. So I loved her ever since that, and like like all the funny stuff. It's like resurfacing now since Brat Summer happened. But anyway, I've been a huge Charli XCX fan, but I never like she was never heavy rotation because like I liked her songs and her albums, but I was never like, oh, this is full rotation all the time. Brat is that. I'm on board now. I am fully on board. I was just a passerby. I'm fully on board. I'm a huge Charli XCX fan. The Apple Dance. Think my apples right to go. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but you know the dance. I don't have to do the whole thing. I just say Apple Dance, and you see it in your head. What else? Brat Summer was just the whole thing. I was fully on board with Brat Summer. She didn't come to St. Louis. Boo. But I'm fully on board with Brat Summer. I just love the aesthetic. I love the topics. I love everything about it, head to toe. It's amazing. It's amazing. My favorite song, Von Dutch. Love Von Dutch. That's what I started with, because I was looking for an interview that she talked about the album, but the album was so new that not a whole lot was out. But I was also like trying to go for a Zane Lowe interview. I don't know. I just like his interview style. I guess it's just I don't know. It's getting a little. It's fallen off a bit in recent years, but I still like him. I still enjoy him. But that specific interview is a phone call interview about Von Dutch, and it just got me hyped, and I loved it, and it was my favorite song. Anyway, Charli XCX, love. Oh, she did SNL too. Fun. I hope she gets a lot of Grammys, or as many Grammys, enough Grammys to be happy with. I don't know, at least one Grammy. Chappell Roan. Okay, I want all these girls to get Grammys. I don't want Grammys for everybody. Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan. I don't want to say I'm a hipster, but I didn't know about her before she blew up. Like, I was working at one of my jobs, and a customer had this really cool shirt on, and I was like, oh, what? Chappell Roan, is that a band? And they're like, no, she's a pop singer. And I'm like, oh, I love pop music. I could get another pop girly. And she goes, well, she's from Missouri. I'm like, oh, no way. I'll have to look her up. I looked her up. I listened to like 2 or 3 songs. I was like, okay, enjoyable. I'm like, it's just an indie artist, like, from Missouri. Whatever. Next thing I know, like, 4 weeks later, a month or 2 later, everyone's talking about her. She's on Coachella. Like, she's the fucking biggest thing ever. And I'm like, oh my god, I need to listen to more of her stuff. I will deep dive into her. I'm like, oh, listening to her a new set of ears, I guess. I'm just like, oh, I'm in love with this. I love this so much. And during that week, like I think like in 3 days later, she was gonna come to St. Louis, and I looked up tickets. I was like, damn, they're like $300. I don't have, I can't spend that money, but I just got into her. Like, why am I gonna spend $300 on this artist I just fell in love with? That seems stupid. Like, I'd rather see her next time she comes around. Um, I don't know. Huge fan of her. I'm loving her success. I'm excited what she's going to come out with next. I hope it doesn't come out in 2027 or 2026. I need her next album to come out in 2025. Alright. But I love her so much. My favorite song, probably Pink Pony Club. But I do enjoy Good Luck Babe. It's so fun. It's so fun to think like maybe there's a soccer mom out there driving her kids to soccer practice or school or whatever, and she's singing "Good Luck, Babe," and it's about like a lesbian. Like it's just like that's just like a cool thought to me. I don't know why. Anyway, but anyways, there we go. Sabrina Carpenter. I'm really late on the Sabrina Carpenter train. I will fully admit it. I did not get into Sabrina Carpenter until like maybe like 2 weeks ago, I think. I was making cookies for Christmas. Yeah. Um, 2 weeks ago, I was listening to her album. I was like, wow, this is really good. Bad Chem came to mind. I was like listening to Bad Chem, and I was like, oh, okay. And then Apple Music was like, well, your number one song this year was Espresso. And I'm like, that's a lie. No, I really love Espresso. Like, it was like one of my favorite songs this year. Apple Music was not lying on that. So I was just stupid foolish. So I got more into her since Apple Music said I was. So I got like Bad Chem, and then I listened to her whole album back to back. Oh my gosh, I love it a lot. Um, Favorite song, Sharpest Tool. Do I want her to get a Grammy? I'm not gonna say no because I do want her to have lots of success. But I like everyone else more. Sorry. And then okay, so those are like the three main pop girls of the summer. They like dominated the summer, and I was on board. Like I was on board. Eventually, I came on to the Sabrina Carpenter train, but I'm on board. I was on board with it. Okay, I'm on board. Okay, the other pop girlies, Ariana Grande. Love Ariana Grande. I'm a huge Ariana Grande fan. Also, so like it'd be like Smiler than Ariana Grande, I think, in my mind. But she came out with an album, Eternal Sunshine, and it made me watch the Jim Carrey movie, and I'm adding that movie to one of my favorite movies list. Like it's such a good movie. I saw it twice. It's so good. Um, Favorite song, We Can't Be Friends. It's one of my oh my god. I watched that music video on my break at work because it came out, and I watched it and I cried. I cried, and I watched it again and I cried a little harder. And then I went back to work, and then everyone was like nicer to me because I think they thought I was like crying on my break. And they were just like weirdly nicer to me for some reason. They're just like, oh, like they're just I don't know how to describe it. They're just like super nice to me. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, why are you being weird? Like, I was just crying on my break. Yeah, I love Ariana Grande. We'll talk about Wicked later, so put a pin in that. But I don't want to talk about the drama with her boyfriend. You're not gonna find that here. I'm sorry. If you want to talk about that, we'll talk about that later. Leave a like. We'll make us part two. I don't know. Other pop girl, Billie Eilish. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan. I'm not like I love Billie Eilish so much. I do enjoy her and I do respect her. I'm just like not a huge fan. I don't know what the disconnect is. Maybe it's because she's so much younger than me. I think that's what it is. But I still like all the other well, Charli XCX my age. Chappell Roan is like just a few years younger than me. Sabrina Carpenter. Well, Sabrina Carpenter like significantly. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what the disconnect is from. I like Billie Eilish too. I cannot go a day without listening to her. But I do enjoy Birds of a Feather and Wildflower is really good too. But those are just singles. I don't know. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan, but I do enjoy her. All right, hip hop. Hip hop. 21 Savage came out with music I really enjoy. I'm gonna speed run some of these people. The Metro Boomin Future album that kicked off a hip hop beef I'll get into later, but I do enjoy Metro Boomin and Future's album on its own. Period. Uh, who else came out of music? Sexyy Red really blew up this year. It took me a while to get into her. Also, I'm gonna say it, hot take. I enjoy her. She's from St. Louis. But girl, you need to get some better producers. You need some better producers. You need to get with people who are gonna make you write better music. I think too. Get with SZA. She's another St. Louis girl. Come on. Not that I'm like just like budding people up. No, I just wish her pen was a little more dynamic. I guess you could say. But I'm liking the Sexyy Red train. I am on the Sexyy Red train. It took me a little bit to really get into it. But I'm on it. Alright, cool. Hip hop. Going speed running on this. Okay, let's get into hip hop beats. Maybe another hip hop will come up in my brain. Oh no, wait. Tyler Creator came out with an album. I really enjoy his music. It takes me like 6 months to really be like. He's an album artist for me. He's like, here's my piece of work. I enjoy the piece of work. I go back to it, enjoying the piece of work. And then I can start like adding tracks. Same thing with Kendrick Lamar. I enjoy his new album. I enjoy the piece of work. It's a piece of work for me. Then I start adding playlists. Like it takes me a few months where I'm like, okay, this is the song. Like I have to really marinate in the album. Just saying. Okay. I just mentioned Kendrick Lamar. All right. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. The hip hop beef of the I think a fucking decade, I guess. Like it's so cool. This was a hip hop beef to the day, to the hour, to the minute. Like fucking. There was that weekend where there was like a diss track like every half day. It was crazy. Like I went to bed. Drake put out a diss track. I wake up at like fucking 5, going to work, and Kendrick Lamar dropped a diss track. I'm like, damn, what's happening? It was crazy. That was just wild time. Oh my gosh. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar won that beef. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. It's sad to see J. Cole try to enter in it, but then like was like, oh, actually no disrespect. I don't want to get into this. No, I'm good. Which I get it, but then I think I'm a bigger Kendrick Lamar fan now. Like I'm a huge J. Cole fan. He's my favorite rapper. But I think Kendrick Lamar's my favorite rapper. I don't like that, but I do like it. I don't know. But yeah, he won that beef. I'm a Drake hater. Anyway. But other hip hop beef where I was kind of different on the Megan versus Nicki. I don't think Megan was talking about Nicki, but Nicki took it so personal that like it kind of went off the handle to the deep end. Oh boy, that like Bigfoot thing. I liked that Bigfoot track. That Bigfoot track was really good actually. Doesn't people are clowning because she had like live streams before it or whatever, and after the release that like seemed really unhinged and off the wall. Or were like her live streams in the past have always been like that, but mainly like it's like her profile responding to comments, not her like ranting. That used to be Queen Radio. There's Queen Radio. I don't know. Nicki Minaj. Okay, so Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2. Okay, this is really weird. Pink Friday 2 came out last year, 2023, at the end of last year. But I've been listening to it so much that it made my top album of the year. It's crazy. Like, told me that my top album was Pink Friday 2. I was like, whoa. I was like, I did listen to it a lot in the beginning of the year, but she did a tour, Pink Friday World Tour. She came to St. Louis. I went to it. I'll talk about concerts in a moment. But it was like she became my number one streamed album from an album of last year. That's weird. Okay. Anyway. But okay, so that was hip hop. I'm gonna get more into hip hop later, but okay, so these next few I'm gonna just speed through, I guess. I don't know. I've been going good so far. Usher's Halftime Show. I just recently rewatched it. Really good. Oh my gosh, really good. I remember when I watched it. I watched it with some other people, and people were like, "Oh my god, he's roller skating." I'm like, "Yeah," like, cause I'm a huge Usher fan. I knew he implemented roller skating into his shows. I don't know, like 10 years ago, I think. I'd say like 10 years ago almost. And he did those fake Usher dollars. It's like I don't know, but I didn't see any fake Usher out dollars in the rewatch. Maybe you can see it if you really look. But rollerblading was a thing. Roller skating was a thing. It's always been a thing. But it was just so funny that I was like, yeah, okay, obviously you're not an Usher fan, even though you said you were. You would have known about that. He's been doing this for like a while now. Anyway, so yeah, I really enjoyed his halftime. Is it my top five? No. Is it my top 10? Maybe. But it was really good. And I remember like her came out with the guitar. I was like, oh my god, it's her. And then someone was like, who's her? And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, her. And they still didn't get it. I'm like, look her up. Oh fuck. Okay, P Diddy. Okay, I don't want to get too much into P Diddy because I don't have a lot of solid opinion, information, and know abouts of it. But I do know, like, I knew when it was happening. I just don't think about it all the time, like some people do. But okay, the baby oil thing. That okay in my mind, I'm like, there's a pallet in his garage, like a pallet, like like a pallet worth of like 1,000 bottles. That's weird. Maybe two pallets. I don't know. But like, yeah, and then they're like, oh, we need some baby. Like maybe he has some people over. We need some baby oil. And he goes, oh, go to the baby oil room. And they open the room. Or, oh, and then they grab the baby oil and they have baby oil. Also, I'm not that nasty like that. I'm not that spicy like that, I guess you could say. What are you doing with baby oil? And then some people are like, it's like a really effective lubricant. I'm like, is it? Like, is it? I don't, I don't know. But then other people are like, no, it makes you look shiny and accentuates muscles and makes you look sweaty and that's like sexy. I don't know. Over my head, over my head. Who knows? But the trial's going on. Apparently, other people are involved. Jay Z. Oh my God. I hope the Jay Z thing isn't. I think it's true, but allegedly, this is all alleged. I just hope this doesn't tarnish Beyonce's career. I'm a huge B stan or Beehive. Okay. I'm gonna talk about some flops. Flop in no particular order, so I'm not like ranking these. But I'm gonna start with Justin Timberlake. Okay, so didn't the Britney book come out like last year, right? I think, yeah, like end of last year, before Christmas, I think. Uh, yeah, the Britney book. She talked about like how she was maybe pregnant with his child when they were dating, allegedly, and she was like allegedly, and she wanted to keep it, but he was like, no, like I'm not ready for that in my career right now, and what about your career? Like they were so young, they're like 20 years old. Like this is crazy. It's like oh my god, it was like 20 years ago. T like what? Why are we bringing this up? But she had a book, so that's why I brought it up. And everyone's like, boo, Justin. They hate him. They hate him. He comes out with new songs, new album. It like tanks, not does well at all. Like it's bad. I listened to it like twice, like months after it came out, and it's mediocre at best. It's like good, like in moments, it's like good classic Justin Timberlake. Ooh, and then like there's some songs where I'm like, oh, this is like the what's that? Dance, dance, dance. Act like that you dance, dance, dance. Can't stop feeling. That you can't stop feeling. There's songs that are like that. I'm like, oh, you're trying to make another "Can't Stop the Feeling" right now. And then there's moments where like, oh, this is classic 2020 experience, Justin. But that's why I say it's like mediocre at best. I don't know where's the progression. Where's the innovation? Cause like each even like in his early days, he had like some innovation, you know. But like the last two albums, this past one and the one before it, it seems kind of like meh. I don't know. And then he got a DUI. Oh my gosh, people are making fun of him about his DUI, which you should never make fun of somebody about a DUI. That's like a really serious issue. What the fuck? And it's also like a cry for help in a way. Uh, I don't know. It's very nuanced, and it's so weird that like the internet's like, let's just clown him for this, and then, well, we've seen other stuff about the internet, not music related, but anyway. But also tours like I didn't go to his tour. I was thinking about it. He came to St. Louis, his tickets were really cheap, surprisingly. But I didn't like that last album, so I didn't want to go. So I didn't go. I guess I didn't like it. It was on a Friday, I think. So I was like, oh, it's totally doable. Like, whatever. Okay, no. Other flops, Katy Perry. Katy Perry flopping. Oof. So, yeah, the music's bad. Sure, yes. Okay, so that's the other thing. Is like, these people are coming out with bad music, but also their actions are a little unforgivable. Also, so Justin's interaction. Justin's was like from 20 years ago. Like, we're making fun of him about stuff he did from when he was a 20-year-old. Can we not accept that he's moved on? Yeah, he did cheat on his wife. Ooh, all right, whatever. Get back to Katy. Uh, yeah, bad music, but like Dr. Luke though, Dr. Luke. And you can argue like, oh, she's going back to that sound that she used to have. Teenage Dream, One of the Boys, a little bit of Prism, or maybe not Prism, I don't know. But that like popular song, like her height of her career, basically. Dr. Luke was the part of it. Yeah, he's a part of it, a huge part of it. She also worked with Max Martin, mind you. You know who also worked with Max Martin? Ariana Grande this year. She could have called him Max Martin, not Dr. Luke. Allegedly, I think actually he might have assaulted women. So yeah, like let's not go with the women assaulter and whatever. Like I just like it's just not there. Also like the progression of her writing, like keep her songwriting. Like her songwriting is there. It's the production, it's the delivery, and it's the style. It needs a little zhuzhing up. It needs like a Jack Antonoff or like a Dan whatever the fuck his name that worked with Chappell and Olivia. Yeah, he needs to work with some. Shut up. Katie needs to work with some more like other producers or Max fucking Martin. Jesus Christ. But it's cringy. It's cringy. It's weird. And it's just like, come on, what are we gonna do? Whatever. Okay. Now these next two are not like particularly flop per se. It's just cringy. The Jojo Siwa. Jojo Siwa cover is a bitch. She had the kiss makeup and that crazy like head bobbing, body thropping. Is she gonna do that when she's like fucking I don't know, at least 30 years old? Is she gonna do that crazy ass dance in 10 years? Also, there's that video of her like drunk as fuck at Disney World. Look it up. Look it up. Another homework assignment. Oh my god. Okay, another one that's not like flop, but it's cringy is Linkin Park. So okay, at first Linkin Park they got this new singer. It's a chick. She sounds really good. And then people are like, that's not my Linkin Park, because they're probably misogynistic and sexist, that they can't accept that, oh, a band can have a female singer now. Like, whatever. But here's the cringy part. She is an open supporter of Danny Masterson, the Steven from that 70s show. But Danny Masterson, Scientologist, and, like, sexually assaulted women, not good. Not good. Not good. Like it's like now Linkin Park's a Scientologist, women sexual assaulter apologist. I don't know. So that's the cringy part. But it's good. Sounds good. Whatever. Okay, some recent things. Docheii. Okay, I don't want to get too much into Docheii, but I just got into Docheii. The Stephen Colbert performance and the Tiny Desk. There's a lot of good Tiny Desk shows this year, except the Justin Timberlake one. But anyway, good Docheii. I'm loving Docheii. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see more of her, but I don't have too much to say. I just got into her, but I'm loving it. Wicked. I love Wicked so much. So I don't love musicals. I don't like musicals, but I love Wicked. Wicked is my favorite musical, and I don't like musicals. It's giving me everything I want. It's giving me Wizard of Oz. I love Wizard of Oz. I love that movie so much growing up, and the music of it so much. Yes, it's giving me Wizard of Oz. It has like really good music. Really good music. It's like arguably like rock pop music, I would say, but for like musicals. And then it's a good story. It's a really good story about like society pressure and being different and like animal rights as well and racism and misogyny and like society too, because like you're like looking at this figure and you're like you're everything, and you look behind the curtain and you're like, oh, I see the shoestring and bubblegum, or that's what I say. You see how the cheese is made, or sausage is made, and then you're like, oh, everything's a lie and it sucks. So I love Wicked. So the movie came out, and ever since I watched it, it's been stuck in my head. I was like on a fever, like, oh, like a fever sickness of I love this movie so much. When I watched it that whole fucking week, I would just scroll through my phone. I'm like, I need to look at everything about this movie. Ah, like I loved it so much. So awesome, and it was so enjoyable. I loved it so much. I wish I could see it in a theater again, but I don't want to be with other people. uh, so some funny things about Wicked. The dolls that came out, they had that adult content website, Wicked.com, on the bottom of it, and they're like recall, recall. So they put WickedMovie.com on it. So that was pretty funny. But like, why couldn't they just get it on that? Like, we're gonna buy you out. Maybe it's really expensive. Actually, never mind. I answered my own question. Um, Other stuff. The holding space thing. That was pretty. That was pretty funny. I don't understand it fully, but I think that's why it's funny to me. Is I don't fully understand it, and people are making fun of it, and I'm just like, yep. Alright. Anything else about Wicked? The Target ad. The Target ad. That was Walmart and all these other companies are not doing it like this Target ad. They need to do it like this fucking Target ad. Like, the people are in the store and they're like, and they're looking at all the Wicked stuff, and they're like, and then around the corner is Cynthia Rigo, and she goes, hey, that's my line. And then that's the Target. That is so, and people are memeing it, redoing it. I think I redid it at the movie theater because I was standing next to Standy, and I told my friend, I'm like, hey, can you film me? If I was good at editing, I would add that right now. I was like, can you film me? I'm gonna do the meme. And then I did it. It's fun. I love it. It's a good time. I love Wicked so much. We have a 1 year intermission. 1 year intermission. Fuck Peter Dinklage. What the hell? Like, that's not his fault, but we have a 1 year intermission, and I just don't. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm gonna have a whole year's worth of music to go through until Wicked 2 comes out. Arguably, Wicked 2 is the saddest of the two, and I did cry at Wicked 1. Yes. I love this one. Oh, it's also like a superhero movie too, like the way she's flying around. Oh my god! And it felt kind of like Harry Potter-ish with like the textile, like like mysticalness of it all. It was just amazing. It was so good. Anything else? Anything else? I'm trying to. I went through my whole script. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, music I cannot stand. We're gonna end on a hatred note. I hate Million Dollar Baby. The beat's nice. I like the beat. I don't like the lyrics, and I don't like the singer. The singer's like whiny and moany. Not for me. And I also don't understand what the hell he's saying. And I looked up the lyrics. They don't even make sense. Like the narratively. Like I'm so lost in the song. I have no idea what the hell. I just know he wants to make $1 million. He wants to make it big. Whatever. I hear that song in the fucking gym. I just want to like. I I was gonna say I want to hang myself, but I can't say that on the internet. I don't know. What else? Oh yeah, the bar song, dude. Any, biting off a St. Louis native. Everybody in the club get tipsy. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Like that's my song. Like that's my song. Growing up, that was my song. Now you took this song, you made it this like country jam, and what? Like, is there no originality? Am I becoming retro? I'm getting old. Well, Oh, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. Ugh. All right, yeah, I do need to talk about concerts. I forgot about that. I have a concert rant. Okay, so I've been to 3 music shows, 3 concerts this year. I went to Frank Turner, punk rock England singer, folk singer. Um, Green Day punk band, obviously, and then Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2 World Tour. Yes, I loved it. My favorite of the 3, Frank Turner. His fucking audience, concert goers, whatever, they're so much way nicer than the other 2. I I love Frank Turner. He has a great show. If you ever get the chance to go see Frank Turner, do it. Go see him. Look up his music before and then go see him. That's a great time. Um, what was it? Oh, so I'll get into Green Day and then I'll get into Nicki Minaj. I feel like radio gives a lot of tickets away, or there's gotta be. Why do these people come to these concerts? I don't. I'm speaking about concert goers. The show itself is good. Green Day, great show. Nicki Minaj, good show. I'll get to that. But so Green Day, they're playing. It's the Survivors tour, so it's 30-year anniversary of Dookie. I'm 30 years old, so like I need to go to that. And 20-year anniversary of American Idiot. That's my favorite Green Day album and one of my favorite rock albums. Period. Like, I have to go to this. So I got tickets. I had to wait a whole year, but I got to go. And the people on my right, nice. We had a nice conversation. Oh, I love this band. Oh, I love this band. This is my favorite song. I love this song. Whatever. People to the left of me sucked ass. They're just there to get drunk. They were just there to like talk around, and so the guy next to me is really my pet peeve. The other 3 were just with him and not calling him out on his shit. They're just accepting like, oh, that's just him. Like he was an asshole. I'm gonna talk about him. So not only that they kept leaving their seats back and forth to go get drinks, to get drunk during Green Day. You paid tickets. Anyway, he also was just like, it's gonna rain. They're gonna cancel. It's gonna rain. They're gonna cancel the show. We're gonna get struck by lightning. He's just like going around telling these people, telling everyone. He hasn't gotten to me. I think I gave him the cold shoulder a couple times, so he's like, I'm not gonna talk to this guy. But one of these times, he did talk to me, and I told him, leave me alone. Anyway, he's like, it's gonna rain, blah 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 blah. And they're like, what song is this? I don't know. Like, why are they playing the whole album Dookie? They're playing the album's entirety. That was the selling point of the fucking tour. They're playing Dookie. They're playing American Idiot. Start to finish. What the fuck? They did not. Did they not know where they're getting into? Did they not know they walked into the Survivors tour from Green Day? They're like, oh, Green Day is here. Did they not do any research on this? Anyway, that's why I think the radio just like dumps tickets on people. They're not even fans. My favorite song comes on American Idiot, Jesus of Suburbia. My favorite fucking song. It's my Bohemian Rhapsody. You know what I mean? Anyway, it comes on and it's so enjoyable. And he's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, stop. I'm just like, yeah, it's so good. The song's so great. I love it. And then he goes, I love this song. What's it called again? I'm like, it's Jesus of Suburbia. It's one of my favorite songs. And he goes, oh, I love that song. That's my favorite song. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Because if it was your favorite song, you would not ask me if it was your favorite song. Or what song is it? Like, what song is this? It's Jesus of Suburbia, my favorite song. Oh, that's my favorite song. No, it's not. What song is this? You would know. If it's your favorite song, you would know what song it is. It drove me insane. And I go, yeah, that's my favorite song. That's why I'm trying to listen to it and enjoy it, because I paid tickets to come here. That song was probably the main reason why I wanted to go to it. They had the blow up heart grenade. It was so fun. The show itself, amazing. Concert goers suck. Okay. Nicki Minaj. Okay, I have one complaint about Nicki Minaj. She was 2 hours late. She didn't go on until 11 o'clock at night. Ugh. The show is 2.5 hours long. Ugh, dude, if I'm at home, I'm not starting a movie at 11 o'clock. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so that was really annoying. That was really annoying. But I had the time of my life. But before that, or no, during that too, so there's these two girls behind me, sitting behind me, and they were like, okay, first of all, before the show started, they were like, um, talking a lot of shit about this girl, this friend of theirs at their like workout thing or whatever. Like it's a friend of theirs that they work out with as well. They're like trashing her body, calling her fat, blah blah, this that, and the other. She really let herself go. Like all of this stuff. They're really talking mad shit about her looks. Like I was like, damn, these two girls are talking shit about this one girl's looks. Oh my god, the body shaming her behind her back. That was just wild to me. Wild to me. Like I heard it in real time. I was just like, damn. It was like, yeah, I know. And we went to our birthday celebration and she ate this much stuff and boo boo boo. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was so fun. And then, so this is my biggest pet peeve. So that was not a pet peeve of like the concert experience. This is what really pissed me off. So I think radio shows just dump these tickets on people. They only know like a few songs from her. She's playing a lot of Pink Friday 2 stuff. It's Pink Friday 2 the World Tour. Of fucking course she's gonna play a lot of stuff like that. I don't get when people are like, I bought a ticket for this artist. All they do is their new album. When? Don't go see them then. Don't go see them if you don't want to tolerate at least their fucking set list. Like, jeez. But here's the thing. She was doing like she was like humping the stage, humping the floor, like just rolling around, real sensual. And they go, what is she doing? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. I was like, do you not know you're at a Nicki Minaj concert? She's doing the Nicki Minaj thing. She's doing the Nicki Minaj. She's literally being Nicki fucking Minaj. And you're like, ew, what is she doing? Like, that was funny, but it fucking infuriated me. Like, you're so stupid. And then this is the part where I was like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. She was doing a costume change, and she was taking like a little longer than usual, I think, for like maybe her or any other artist, really. It was just taking a while. I don't know what was going on. But they're like, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift would never do this. You wouldn't find this at a Taylor Swift concert. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You came to see Nicki fucking Minaj. You want to see Taylor Swift? Go see Taylor Swift. Don't come to a Nicki Minaj concert and go, why isn't she doing what Nicki Minaj does, or Taylor Swift does? Why do you go to a Nicki Minaj concert and ask about why is it not Taylor Swift? It's crazy. This is why, and they didn't know any of the new songs. Like, this is why I think radio is just like dump concert tickets on people. Like, blah, you bring 4 people, blah, like, who don't give a fuck about the artist, but here you go. Like, all in all, great shows. I'm like hesitant to go back to a concert now because I hate concert goers. It's the general public is the problem. The general public is what I hate about concerts. I love the idea of a concert. I love the concept of a concert. If I could go to a concert, I think I would have to do VIP. But those things are so fucking expensive. I'm not VIP money. I need VIP experience though. I just don't want people ruining it around me. Like, oh. I don't want to hear people's opinions about what the... I don't fucking know. It did end up raining in the Green Day concert. But I left 2 songs before it ended, and I was really bummed because I was miss Good Riddance, you know, Time of Our Lives. Like, I was gonna miss that. But as I was in my car, I like rolled down the window so I could still hear it, Hollywood Amphitheater. And then he's like, oh, hey guys, we're gonna cut short. And he did like a real speed up version of A Time of Your Life because he was like, oh, it's gonna rain, we have to end the show now, it's about to thunder, you're gonna get poured on any minute now. And it literally did. Like, right after he sang that song, like, a minute later. It was crazy. Anyway. And then Nicki Minaj, I didn't get out until 2 a.m. I didn't get home until 2:30 a.m. I left that venue, Enterprise, at 1:45. I parked my car like far away, so I had to walk a bit. I was scared about that because I bought really expensive merch. Ugh. I got the American flag. Oh, I'll bring it over. I'll show it on the camera. But dude, I don't know. I kind of want to go to that SZA Kendrick Lamar one coming to St. Louis because that sounds like a great show. But tickets are expensive, and I hate the general public so much. But yeah, Breaker Mighty, bye bye 2024 music. Hello 2025 music. See, this is like a pink. If I can get it on. Boop. There we go. Bam.